Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Hunters of Justice. With me, Tashi, and not the author, trestwho.
Hi, I am not the author. Gotta love me.
Sorry guys, I just wrote this is not true. I woke up an hour ago, but I had some delays. No problem, I'm here. I am here. I'm not alright. Although I do have a messy hair just like him.
Makes me wonder about the person whose actual name is I.
I'm probably sure that's not a legal name. I mean, I don't know about America, because I know that you guys have all different names. But I know there's a list in Hungary that you can just name your kid. And if it's not on the list, you have to go to all the legal things.
Well, a person whose actual name is I might have a similar lifestyle to a person whose actual name is who.
Dad, I'm hungry. I'm hungry, I'm dead. But here we are in the streets of Gotham, hunting for justice. All the
Yeah, and they
kids
find.
are going on different ways. They are searching for different opponents, and they are searching for information.
Hey everyone, I found some justice. It was right here in the Batcave. Yeah, I believe that we were on the chapter where they're hunting for Edward Enigma.
Yeah? And we just saved the girl. That's how we land off. Land off. And I said that there is a possibility that, I mean girl, it was a woman who had her tips with her.
Mm-hmm.
That in Gotham City, it might be that she is not as innocent as she seems. We don't know.
Well,
I
I
mean,
think she is. I believe that this part is pretty straightforward. It's really trying to make it advertise the fact those criminals robbing her, or trying to, were very guilty, and probably much more so than she is. Because the a lot of the Gotham cartoon shows do show the innocent side too. The ones who are being attacked, which is why the heroes need to be around.
I mean, we don't know if she has stolen the picture or not.
well, we'll have to find out. So far, she doesn't have a name.
We will find out. Are you okay, miss? Wise ass, the killer chicken woman, as they said all the steps leading to her town home. She and Robin had her looking over, and they managed to get her away, luckily found no injuries of her. Robin must have been only testing her money. Wasn't it Robin who was here though? I might have missed Robin, or maybe Robin is here as well, looking still after the robots.
I think there's a flaw to the end of that paragraph, or at least insofar as their assumptions are concerned. Towards the end there, I kind of recall the gradually the robbers were interested in something more than just your cash, but they were interested in that too.
Yeah. I'm fine. The woman is innocent. Thank you. It's no problem at all, I replied, with a comforting smile, while Robin checked on a small scrape on her knee. You got this when you fell? Yes. the woman nodded. Nodding back, he opened the pouch into his bed and pulled a can of disinfectant spray. Woman then gingerly had the woman's leg up and aimed the can at the injury.
I wonder if he's
And
got shark repellent on that utility belt too.
he probably has.
Okay.
He aimed the can at the injury and then he threw the can as hard as he can. Interesting, he announced. The woman nodded in understanding and he hit at the spray, protecting her skin. I'm back, Romy announced as she landed in. This is my answer. Yes, Romy was there. When she landed, a misstep almost caused her to wipe out. Mother Grease flying her steps kept her balance. Nailed it.
That is really just like her.
And then she gives some sunglasses on top of her already messed face.
From what little I remember of her, rather I've seen, she does have that cartoony personality that definitely plays for less. But on the flip side, I've seen her very precise too.
I'm not gonna find that interesting that I was wanting to. I imagine this. There you go. Yeah, it. When he landed in the car upside down. Sure. But I smiled and rolled her eyes. Sure. Maybe I should said. But I hope important. I always forget that these are humans. They know what iron is. Unlike some ponies.
If I recall correctly, Damien would be the youngest Robin.
Yeah. From me, he is. Anyway, Romy started. A pitch slightly higher as she turned toward the woman. I got your money back. Oh, thank you. The woman said as Romy handed the red of cash over. Thank you. You don't know what this means to me and my family. I mean, it's money. I know what it means. It's no problem at all, miss. Just doing our jobs. Our jobs that don't pay a cent. Romy listened. Do you need any more help? We have been told this in the beginning that most of the heroes here don't get paid. They all have their own day job. They might get some what is it called? Some help from the city, from the government, but not fully funded.
Yep. Now, that's a strong juxtaposition to the villains. Very often, when they're trying their criminal activities, the aim is to be paid.
Yeah?
Now, that's not always the case. Sometimes they're after other objectives. Maybe they want political power, maybe they want mind control, maybe they want to dominate the world, maybe they just want to burn it. And all of that doesn't necessarily have to do directly with cash.
It's funny when you are interviewing one of the goons of the bad guy. Why are you following him? He paid?
Right. And sometimes when they are after large objectives, money is merely a means to an end.
Yeah. Especially in Gotham. From we see.
Yeah.
Hey, no. I should be good. The woman responded as the right tapped her to her feet. She turned to walk into her home. They stopped at the door. Before you go, what do I call you to? I'm the paper, and this is my partner I will make. When we are spending and turn to rope face summon. You already know, did he already leave?
He does that.
I mean, she said, what do I call you to? So, obviously. Vice and the woman scanned the area, trying to find where Robin had gone. Due to Robin's observation, he was nowhere to be seen, and the other side. And then we see some white eyelids slowly growing smaller in the background.
Could very well be, yeah.
He learned from the best. That is so rude. No, he is getting very touchy-feely and very serious, finding his identity. While you are talking to others, you are compromising your personality. You are telling that, yes, I am like this. So it's gonna be easier for them to recognize you when they see you without your costume. What's your plan? The third phase to move on. Then, we have a job to do. And on Mikey's side. I mean, even though Batman is not doing the best job of hiding his identity because Alfred really knows that it is Bruce because of the money. Batman and Bruce are very different.
Not every villain, and it tends to be some of the smartest ones. I could think of two right off the bat right now. Edward Enigma actually is one of them,
yeah?
And so is oh man,
Joker.
Guy on the no, actually not. But Bane. The wrestler Bane had figured it out.
I mean, Joker might know, but he's like, ah, no, I'm not after Bruce. I'm after the Batman. I'm after the Bat, sorry. I don't care about that human guy right now.
Come to think of it, some versions of the Joker specifically tried to kill others who were about to reveal the identity of Batman. He doesn't want the game to end.
I mean, I know there was one in the animated show was seen when they made Joker choose between the Batman and Harley. And he told Harley that, okay, Harley can die. I will not kill the Batman. I will kill my own love interest. It's done.
Yeah.
That's what Harley learned that, oh wait, he is not as what he told me.
That's in character. The chemicals he fell in did make him tough, but he's really highlighted the sociopath traits in the Joker.
Yeah. I mean, he was sociopath before as well. I will.
In some iterations, he was pretty decent before that.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I was a normal adventurer like you until I fell into a King Goo. But then I was my knee. And once again, thank you both. Thanks for coming for me too. King Weston and my student. The women that walked back inside, and once they heard the door lock from behind them, both suddenly limped away on the getting close to a nearby hill. We was waiting for them.
Proving they have it and have trained in that.
I mean, train is a very hard word, yeah. From there up there, and looked slightly irritated, which by itself wasn't anything new. I mean, yeah, they are good at everything. You don't have time to stop and use your sweet time. Talk to every citizen. You save them, you run away. Get to the next spot.
Here's another aspect of the Joker I don't think it's often discussed, and I wonder if it's even true, but in the iterations of him where he's driven mad because of chemicals, it may have also made him resistant or immune to some chemicals, especially Joker toxin.
Wait, Joker toxin?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know about that one.
It's a toxin which I believe can be either ejected or inhaled that causes you to laugh to death.
Ah, that is just laughing.
Uh, pretty. It's a killing joke kind of poison here, um, and it leaves the corpse with a sinister grin.
Ah. I might gonna assume there is a very different character behind making that gas or that poison before. Maybe Scarecrow helped him making that?
I guess it sounds a little similar. Yeah, and definitely chemical based.
Yeah?
It's not like a magic wand or anything like that.
Oh, because of him, I like them. You took your sweet
As
time.
as heroes and villains, that kind of concept does exist in this world, but not typically with the Joker.
I mean, we have seen it with Momo Jumbo.
Right.
You took your sweet time. He complained. His was is saying the same thing what I'm saying, that you don't have time to do this in Gotham, especially when this is just a side quest. You are not here for that one. He complained, and right now they are right at him. And you were aching in the road, just leaving her there. Was innocent, but Robin didn't look fazed by your command. You were safe and sound at home, and there was no need for us to linger when we have more important matters to attend to. He reminded the former Harris. In case you have forgotten. I haven't forgotten anything, although you seem to have forgotten basic manners. I should have been grounded at each other. No, I know basic matters. Robin, my superhero, personal doesn't. But before the argument could continue,
That version of Robin might be the only one that's actually younger than Remnantians.
probably, yeah. I mean, probably, I think at this time, they are 15 and 16. Ruby is younger.
With all 8 of these Remnantians, Ruby is the youngest, right?
Yes, because
Okay.
she skipped 1 year. She went to the school 1 year earlier.
Right. I think Damien is the youngest member of this team right now.
Probably. Or maybe the same age as Ruby. Could be as well. But before the argument could continue, Ruby stepped between them and extended her arm to her chest. Guys, we are friends here, okay? I'm not your friend, buddy. Ruby said, trying to calm them down. Why said Ruby glanced at each other for a few moments, then they moved aside and took calming breaths. After a few moments, most heroes stepped back. Ruby smiled and removed her hand from their friend. There, see, it doesn't matter, he asked, after giving them a serious bow. Rice and Robin looked at each other for a moment, then half and looked away. Oh my god, I just hear...
What if the next thing Ruby says is kiss and make up?
I just feel like most Robin and Rice are Thunder characters.
Are what?
They are most Thunder. They can't express love and like normally. They are always like, no, I don't like you, Maka.
Well, and they also have wealthy backgrounds.
Yeah?
You might find a few things in common, and also you'll probably find a lot of differences too. If you
Now
really analyze
we
them.
have found a love interest.
Yeah.
But besides exasperatingly, they decided to refocus on the task at hand. As they focus, Robin, you have more experience dealing with the Riddle. I think we can expect. Well, probably not. Robin looked at the Hubei for a moment, then nodded. A few things. One, Anila is a complete egomaniac. And at this moment, Robin looks surprised. Where have I heard that? He knows how to be proving himself for the intellectual superior over everyone else. And he nodded by using a nod. I finished. And Robin nodded. He had no powers on his own, and he usually goes on down after a few punches. I mean, he's just a normal human. As crazy as he is, I don't think he is crazy. I believe he is the only supervillain in Gotham who is not crazy. He is on the right line of intellectual and crazy, or between that, but he is more intellectual than crazy. However, he is still fast thanks to his intellect. Nigma is an unlimited genius, and you cannot underestimate him. I mean, I am pretty sure that he almost defeated Batman multiple times. How can we meet him? For me, I see his by her pistol, especially her pistol, appreciating its design. Self-entitled. Damien answered plainly. The more we solve, the more I love he gets. At a certain point, just making mistakes. But take some time to reach that point. So we might be playing his game for a while.
You know what that really sounds like? Humble his ego, which he was talking about earlier. That would really chafe against an egomaniac. He's very, very proud of his intellect. So, if you start proving you might be smarter than him, that's really going to disillusion him.
I mean, there are fighting games like that. You just have to do what the gimmick is. I don't know why, but suddenly this guy came to my mind. He creates my school from Crocodile's Best Birthday, where you just have to do the gimmick over and over again until he makes mistakes. That's what you have to do, right?
No. What as I recall, you had to defeat him by shooting toilet paper at him. And then eventually he gets flushed down.
I mean, only when he makes the mistake of opening his mouth for too long.
I guess you got a point there.
And he gets more and more riled up.
But maybe you can make a similar argument about any of the antagonists in that game. When you can attack them, it has to do with the right situation, the right kind of timing.
Yeah. Perfect. Wise gold. Although, with a name like the Riddler, I should have expected this. I mean, yeah. Wait, did you expect the Batman to have a bodysuit? Or what?
I
Oh,
don't
come
know
on.
anyone on this team that's especially good at riddles. They kind of might be in trouble here when it comes to that specific aspect.
On this team? Probably
Yeah.
not. Maybe Yumi might have more critical thinking. Because, the Latinos are not, most of the time not like intellectual or not. They are literally puzzles of their own.
Honestly,
Like
the only one I could think
workplace
of,
and things like that.
only one I could think of in this franchise that actually might match the Riddler is the Batman. I don't know anyone else who's especially good at it.
Yeah? I mean, there is one who would be really good at his puzzles. It would be Osmin, but he is not here. We know that he is alive and he is in the glass battle on a ship.
A Riddler is kind of like Jigsaw, if you remember that character from the
He
film over there.
definitely is, but he's using less little puzzles.
Uh, it's still it has to do with traps. That's
Yes.
where the real danger of confronting him is. You're gonna have to get through his traps to get to him, and the way to do that is to solve his riddles. And sometimes that has nothing. It's more to do than just spouting out the right answer. Sometimes the puzzles have to do with exploring the environment to find out where the key is. And if you don't solve his riddles fast enough, there may be some lethal danger involved.
And if you are trying to skip his puzzles, he has more traps.
Yeah, the same thing with getting the wrong answer. You may hasten your death.
Yeah, I kind of remember with the old Batman, even the live action Batman, when Batman tries to force his way with physical contact, and he's like, no, Batman, you have to solve my puzzle first. You can't just skip the puzzle.
Yeah. The Riddler is much more like Jigsaw than he is to Bane. Bane would be a much better fighter if you confront him directly.
I mean,
Where
there is no
The
cannot
Riddler is
tell.
like a normal human, he can just go down in a few hits. And
Even
they
one
said
hit.
that just now, yeah. Potentially, if it's a good hit.
Yeah? Oh, come on! Tommy, this is a smile. I think taking a look at the bright side. It can be fun, or as fun as it can be dealing with a super villain. Honestly, it's too bad, in which case it's not being fun.
Oh,
Why,
there's
why do
somebody
I
thinking of
hear
that.
Pinkie Pie?
Actually, you know what would be great against him? Would be Twilight. I was thinking about that room they got trapped in, where they had to solve puzzles and how to get out of the place.
Yeah.
And not all of them are good at it, but the one character that probably was likely Twilight. So if she confronted the Riddler, she might give him a decent challenge. That's where book smarts do come in. Well,
Yeah, once again. And that puzzles are not always book spots. Sometimes it's
another
critical
character
thinking as well.
Another character from the same franchise that might actually do well against the Riddler is Daring Do.
I mean, there is one character who would do very well. It's Discord. You can be creative and more creative. He wouldn't be good at solving the riddles, but he can just skip to past everything.
Yeah, I know. He could just snap it out of the way, but Discord likes games too.
Yeah, he wouldn't do that.
I think Discord is more likely to spice up the Riddler's challenges with a few
You,
extra twists.
you know what? I would say probably even Spike would be good.
Who would?
Spike.
Spike. Against the Riddler?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he would win against him, but he will be a good fight.
You have not sold me on that point yet.
I'm gonna say one thing. Ogres and Lumiere.
Hmm.
That's all I'm saying. You need to consider thinking to play role-playing games.
Right, but I don't think riddles and or puzzle challenges like that were probably typical in their game. It seems like all three players were not that smart.
I mean, I know who we are talking to, but what's the Spike's role? I don't remember.
Spike's role?
Yeah,
You mean his class?
yeah.
Wizard, like enchanter?
I mean, then you definitely need to be a little bit more thinking. You can just cast fireball every time. You can, but
Yeah, Spike was the only one who was an actual caster in that game. Sir McBiggin, despite being a unicorn in that role, he is actually more like a knight, a dark knight.
yeah. We continue to mumble to herself that is right, and Lemia says. Shopping will be Mrs. Smart and pointed to a nearby building. Come on! She ordered as she prepared to leap away, or to stop and tell Robin. Mind leading the way? You know that you better than me. Makes sense. Robin
Now,
looked at
that's
me.
where I think Robin would be a stronger asset.
I
His
mean-
awareness of the city.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what she said as well.
I don't think he needs GPS. But if he did, then he may have some equipment built into his mask or something like that that can give him
They
directions
do.
for him.
They do. Robin looked at me with a plain expression. They nodded. How do you know he has a reflecting expression? He has a mask on. I mean, probably his mouth, well, that's all. That's it. Or you can pick up a few tastes of course, a few blocks away. We got on there. He said, and pulled out his gaffer gun and fired a line into nearby rooftop. He seemed the way, leaving Kobe and Ryan behind, who pulled out the gaffer guns on their own. Didn't they have it out already? When they came out? So they came up here with the gaffer gun, then put it away to fight, and then now pull it out again.
Sometimes it can be useful in combat too. In terms of mobility, I have an easier time imagining they would be especially good if they have two grappling guns, one in each hand, so you can swing from wire to wire. Similar to the way Spider-Man does it.
Yeah?
But if you're working with just one gun, then you have to bring yourself up to the point where you've grappled, stay there, ungrapple, aim at another location, fire, and then swing on that. It's quite a bit slower that way.
Yeah? Was I told you would integrate grappling hook into your new gun? I noted, and I'm shocked. I will, eventually, but there wasn't enough time to fully integrate it. He will. That Hood and I only played it this morning. Remind me, who decided? Him or you? Me, obviously. Lumi looked almost offended by my question, and upon the hands out of hand, secretly. The paper noted, the more she and I were made seemed away on the lines toward the urban location. When they landed, the team continued on, leaping over rooftops toward the objective. By the way, Bryce continued, have you thought of a name for it yet? Yes, actually. Omias was very smart. I'm thinking of calling it our storm. Makes sense. It is not a full rose bloom, not a full crescent, but it is a dawn. his face from his admission. Briefly looking back toward Huey, where she smiled back at him, he felt that I should back to what was ahead of him, almost his obligated effort. To be told of nothing, know nothing of it, but why she couldn't tell but find direction on. Then, with more about matters to attend to, she moved the thought out of her mind, figuring it wasn't all that important. Oh, so the author is shipping them instead of Rice and Roman. Okay, I get you. I guess in this as well, that's fine. And we are probably going one more set. Yeah, let's round let's go mistake around at the same time.
Okay.
There you go. Got the other night, I think you the black mask. So the head over the radio, and to be cautious of the fact, looking over the city block with her mask made in binoculars. There hasn't been an opening yet, but we have some ideas. Got it? Time to do something stupid, alright? I mean, you're execute here, Joan. I know,
darn
I
it.
know.
That's exactly what I was planning to do.
Yeah. I know. No pause. Let's move again. Then, how things on your end? We just entered the lounge now. Getting inside. I hope we could hear the smoke on the sister's face. How can you hear a smoke? Jeez, I know people said this place was considered high class, but I have never seen so many operate people in one place before. I worry, does this remind you of anything? But yelled, and Jane laughed. Making a joke of Wise being rich and rough in the beginning. Yeah, seriously though, we will let you guys know once we get more information. Just gotta figure out how to get the penguin to talk. I mean, if you think about that, Rice is now definitely not rich. Because your money means nothing in this world. Especially now that your planet is gone.
Yeah, but I don't think she's high and dry. She knows how to, at least now, to rely on her other aspects in life to get by.
I mean, in the original series, later on, after this happened, his father disliked his card. Disliked her card, so he will not
That's
get
what I'm
her
talking
kingdom.
about. That's what helped her to adapt to lacking it later on. What still sticks around, I think, is a cultural aspect. It knows how to interact among high classes, and if she did encounter and manipulate a great deal of money, I also think she's the best character in the Remediate team to be able to handle it without being overwhelmed by it.
You know what? I feel like they should have thought spaces. Joan is better fit to deal with the Riddler, and White is better fit to deal with high class member of society.
Penguin?
I mean, that's the forefront.
Yeah.
He might be a villain, but he definitely is higher class than the other villains.
He's a little ritzy, but what the main thing that sticks quality about him is uh, gangster level, criminal level
Yeah,
type of society.
I'm sure you will figure something out. Rumi said, looking towards us. Notice how are things on your end? Going well, nothing to report yet. He replied. We are currently trying to figure out the way inside. Shouldn't be too long. Get it? Rumi paused, then looked over to Roman and saw that he was waving her over. Yes, you go. We get the lead. She sent across a reply from her friend and teammate. They shut off her comms and jumped down towards Roman. Rumi extended out her cape, so on the sand, landing slowly on the roof right next to Roman and White. Crouching down, he looked towards Roman, who himself was holding a small handle, projecting a light into his eyes. Small handle? He pressed a button on the side, and moved to meet and raise his hand. The radio frequency projected onto them. What is this? Rumi asked. This, Rumi started, is the radio frequency handler of the unit for the toy games. Plus the various machines and computers he has set up all around the city, not to mention any airplane cameras. The fact that we are picking this up means something of his is nearby. And the fact that he is not changing the radio frequency is part of the puzzle. Because only the ones who are the players know of this frequency, right? Oh yeah, you are missing. Okay. What are we waiting for them? To be surprised, why should we run? The fact that we are receiving this thing not at all is suspicious. It implies that either we are stumbled across an operation of his, or that he was expecting us. I don't know which is worse. Oh, Ruby whispered. He hadn't thought of that, but now the thing doesn't seem suspicious. It's not an outside trap. The delusional about the spaces told her they had the same, and now they were impressed about what to do next. The way I see it, I began, we don't have much of a choice but to find it. I decided to hand over the trio and they put that right in bird. Slowly, they nodded in agreement. You know this is a trap, right? I started thinking. Tommy nodded back. Yes. Now we just have to spring it. I mean, that is how Batman operates as well. I'm really glad.
You know what? Something I just thought of. Um, it can be that the Riddler could be well informed and did his homework, but if not, he may have no idea which characters is about to spring his trap. Therefore, he cannot fully prepare for it. Like, what if it was just a basic spike trap that tries to impale across the room, but Ruby can teleport through it?
I mean, I have never seen a spider from the window. But he definitely, I don't think he knows much about the kids.
Yeah, well, he has a chance to. They were in some television news programs by now, but preparing for them specifically and their powers and calculating exactly which ones would show up to his little funhouse, that's hard, even for a genius.
I mean, they should be in the Titan Tower right now, remember? Not,
Yeah, that,
not
that
in
complicates
television
things
show
even
they
further.
appeared in was in New York City. Not here. Because they were literally in the harsh about them.
So while they may not be prepared to solve his traps, maybe they can bypass it or
Yeah,
wreck it.
but this is the thing about the Riddler. He has a faraway scenario. There is out here somewhere. If we find it, we are one step closer to finding the Riddler. Come in and march in and human declaration. And they two stood upright. They took one final look at each other, then split apart. Each went out in different directions, wanting to see as much ground as possible. Once heading north, aiming towards a series of warehouses, but leaving a red south towards some apartment complexes. Going meanwhile, ascending a large spire, giving her a bird's-eye view of the cityscape below.
Now you just have to leap down there like in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. But there is no haystack under you, so you shouldn't jump. Where are you? From the earth herself, as she scanned the city, looking for any sign of a riddle. There was nothing obvious for the reaper. As she sat in the lawyer, looking around, she saw another spire. This was higher up, so she came out towards it. Now with a higher vantage point, she began to search her surroundings. Nothing obvious to note, and there was another higher spire, and there stood the Riddler. I have the higher ground.
With this character, there is a chance to spot a sign. When he gives it on purpose, it would typically be a green question mark, which is hiding something else. Like, say, a green question mark over an envelope. You have to open the envelope to see the actual riddle. But he does show his call sign.
It kind of reminds me of the Taskmaster.
In what way?
I mean, in the Taskmaster they get all the jobs in envelopes as well. The time starts when they read the letter.
Okay.
That's it. In Gumball, everybody in the parade, or as bold as something caught her eye. And on the rooftops she saw a series of shacks that looked out of place from the surrounding architecture. She had only been in Gotham for a short time, but even she noticed a vanishing look of the city. If she had to describe it, Gotham had a modernized Gothic theme, but even that wasn't quite accurate. These shacks, in contrast, did not match the theme. Instead, they looked hastily constructed. It happened not attempt to blend into the scenery, yet it seemed enough to draw attention. One should be looking at it more closely. Now with her eyes, Ruby carefully scanned the spire she was hanging over. Careful to keep her eyes on the structures. The higher she climbed, the more she noticed a pattern appear. The rest of the rooftops were seen together formed a curved shape. And slowly Ruby found the hint of a smile across her face. Maybe it is a little more. Question mark face. Finally, she was getting somewhere. But she needed to be higher. Looking around, we tried to find another perch, one that was higher up. We had a better vantage point. Until this may found none. The other people found that the next move. Then they decided how to see the entire picture. I mean, that was the first puzzle. To find the perfect place where you can see the whole question mark from.
Yeah, Batman might have had the Batjet to help him solve this, or perhaps a drone.
Yeah, but that doesn't solve the question mark. Because the actual answer is the place where you see the question mark from is the place where you have to go. She was not advised to specificate a platform for her to stand on, but before she could even ask her partner for assistance, the idea popped into Ruby's head. He looked up into the night. Then, we were glad I came. Can I? He wondered. After a moment, she nodded to herself. From the position, I think her body into a red fire and using it stopped at the side. He made
You know what? She's taking my Assassin's Creed suggestion. Kind of.
Yeah? He made it out. She made it in and out 3 times. Taking herself up, then launched herself forward with her substance. Her body dissipated into clouds over those petals, ascending high in the air. She kept her form as long as she could, until finally she would no longer hold it, and thus returned to normal. Where she did, turned around and opened her cape, aiding herself so that she slowly descended. Darn it! Because think how she still wasn't high enough. The shape was clear now, but still wasn't completed. As Rumi continued to slowly descend, she decided to move herself one more time. Next to her cape, Rumi found herself able to do so, although the secondary moves weren't as high as the first. Then, as she slowly descended through the air, Rumi found what she wanted. From high above Gotham City, we could see the sharks make a familiar shape. The of them lined up into perfect question mark. One that could only be seen from our position. Found it! Rumi allowed to rise and Damien, taking a picture with her cowl. She smiled to herself as she glided down to the nearest rooftop, only for a radio to sparkle to life. Finally! Don't you long enough? I assume it's gonna be not right. It's gonna make more sense, yeah. Because it was in italic. One that she didn't realize. Surprised, we were almost scared. Was able to reorient herself in time and made something landing. She dusted herself off the ground. Who is this? Rumi asked, holding her finger to her ear. The man seemed shocked. I am not surprised you can't figure it out, given how long it took you to and your friend to solve a puzzle that simple. I mean, it was simple. Checks that are out of place and they form a question mark. A child could have done it. Oh wait, you are a child, aren't you? I was about to say.
But that kind of proves his point, right?
Yeah. And was Rumi gold, realizing that who the man was. You must be the in-law. Oh, she can be told. Bravo, bravo, I say. My God. And Rumi's face had an unimpressed look. Listen, we can do it the easy way or the hard way. Rumi began, but later got home. Oh, you must be new at the start to start with the entire song and dance routine. It's amazing and the made so sad. Number car. Rumi counted her teeth in frustration. Making running up her nose while he continued. Listen, Reaper, or whatever you call yourself. Just turn back and grab the Batman. It's the only way you and your little friends will be able to get me. Get to me. So that I have set up our Gotham City upper designed to mess even him. So for you, it would be impossible. And we are going back to the thing that you said that, yes, they are designed to mess Batman. But they have different thinking, they have different abilities. And he definitely knows about her paper. You were expecting
To
us.
some extent, yes. He sounded a little uncertain about that. The
I
name, that
mean,
is.
there's not many information about them yet. You have been expecting us when we sit and then the house. Of course I have. Why wouldn't I? After that, it was a child's play to plan my next move. During the decoration or the marking, told me enough. Nemo was definitely involved in Scarecrow's attack. That much was certain. But she needed to know more. And given what she knew of the man, saying this game would be the only way to defeat him. You know, when we began, you say that solving the riddle was hard for me. Actually, I found it pretty easy once I figured out what was going on. It was simple. I kind of inspired. Oh, what? The rest of my sounding confused. Yeah, I mean, seeing objects assembled like a question mark. Why is challenging that? You just had to get ready, I know. How about something with more oomph? Ah, the out. Fine. You want to play that game? Yeah, I will show you. Just so that I can rub your nose in the invisible defeat of my superiority. And I mean this, little paper. What is the beginning of eternity? The end of time and space, and the beginning of every end, and the end of every race. Before I reach closer and later, the meaning of eternity, the end of time and space, meaning of every end, and the end of every race. It's an E. It's just an E, the letter E. That is a very easy result. So we help to ourselves. Think over the result. The long pause in the sentence between the two, and you imagine the satisfaction on the other's face. There is no shame in giving up, Timothy told her, but Ruby continued to ponder. She finally smiled and had her finger to her ear once more. Letter E! She answered, yep. There was a pause, then the shrugged. Ah, you got lucky now. That was an easy one. He replied. Now Ruby smiled. She was getting to him, and there was a moon in her eyes. I mean, we know that he definitely goes from easy to harder and not later on as well. That's why he has a higher chance of messing up as well. That's the approval that I'm up to it. How about you let me know when the next result is? And then I saw there's a laugh. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You think I would just tell you that the god that isn't the game? You have to find my results, otherwise what's the point? If you can't even figure out where my results are, then what hope do you have in finding me? I mean, that is right. That is true. With that, the result goes off, and Ruby sighed. Then she pressed her fingers to her ear again and spoke. Guys, I saw the first result. Behold, the man replied, as I go in his face. I told you he was egotistical maniac. No, I'm pretty sure that it was pretty much high up in Ruby's alley. Because, as I said, Ruby might actually like these kind of puzzles when you are just critical thinking. Not logical puzzles. But intellectual ones. I mean, she might have a problem when Narendra is asking about chemical compounds or something like that. when you actually know the answer. But he usually isn't doing that. I think he is an understatement, I countered. Not like he was in love with himself. Then he discovered that he was, at the very least, a complete in Skyho's attack. I am not comfortable letting a man like that turn around free. Unless you and I can agree. I'm here. We need to, we need to find the rest of those riddles. Oracle, any suggestions? Yes, actually, Oracle replied. The faint tapping of keyboard was sounding in the background. As soon as Namian called the first signal, I began attacking so far to it. I managed to isolate several key hotspots around the city. Around 10 in total. We had to do 10 of these things. No more of that. So that's just the beginning. I said, the code. Yes, obviously. Great. Michael, can you upload the code on that mess? I wouldn't be surprised if they are literally in the shape of a question mark on the map. Already sent?
Hold on, you know what? I think I would be surprised. He already revealed the question mark with the shacks. However, I do think there's a pattern to the dots that will point to indicate something. The next clue, I guess.
I mean, for all we know, that might be, if you go in the text, that might be hints about the next area.
Like, what if the 10 points was like a clock around Gotham, and as you solve each individual puzzle on each of the 10, it indicates which numbers to ignore and which ones are important
Yeah,
of the clock too. Yeah, and therefore it starts to gradually point in a new direction. So I think it's going to be something like that.
it can be anything. But I definitely know that he definitely left some hints. Because otherwise it will be a riddle.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
All the 10. Who's the
He knew
Arcade
he was
was?
being he knew he was being tracked. Just calling them was already his clue.
I mean, yeah. Okay, memes came from a miscount, and the software was uploaded remotely. A signal bar then appeared on the corner of the hall, and illuminated. Alright, let's go solve some riddles. With arrows, actually lived up into the air, gliding toward the closest signal. And that is where we are ending, by the way. First riddle solved.
Actually, aren't you going to highlight the next sentence after the scene break?
That is fine.
Okay.
So, it seems Rumi will have no problem solving the riddles. And it's actually good advice here, because White can solve the intellectual puzzles, and Rumi can solve the more critical thinking ones. The joking riddles are more like Rumi's personality. Like the typical, what is the beginning of mortality?
I guess I'll go along with this, but I didn't think there's anything in particular about Ruby that sells to me. She's especially good at solving puzzles. I mean, in riddles.
Moshi likes bad jokes, and most of the
Okay.
bad jokes can be used as riddles.
Of all the Remnantians, I think that Weiss has the most scholastic knowledge. Is that about right?
Yeah?
She took her studies seriously.
Like, literally, I can see Ren asking some stupid thing like, what is something that is orange and sounds like a parrot? And that's a riddle. We know it's just a very stupid joke, but we wouldn't know that. Why should we sound about that? But if he would ask what is the chemical compound of methyl alcohol, then why should be more inclined to answer that?
Well, similar to the scavenger hunt that Twilight had been sent on, solving each riddle may be just another piece of the puzzle, a clue that if you assemble all the answers you get between all 10 riddles, it may point to somewhere.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny when the last answer will be, go back to the shark. I was in there the whole time. And they didn't take the sharks. Remember, they did not go into any of the sharks. He couldn't be in there. Or he could be right behind you.
I got a weird feeling that Enigma is really not trying to be very offensive against this team at all. I actually think he's just bored and wants to play with the heroes. He'll definitely give them the answer they want, but they're gonna need to earn it.
You know what? I believe he wasn't even part of the cycle. That is, he planted his signal later on.
In fact, I actually think I agree with you, but nevertheless, he may know something about it.
He definitely knows something about it, but he wasn't part of it. In a sense, he is kind of happy as well. He wants to. I mean, I think back. Was he always an enemy of the Batman?
No, no. Later on in the franchise, he actually starts to become more redeemed, even a crime fighter. But this is kind of how he does it normally. He tries to make the heroes earn their answers.
Yeah, that's what I think. That he might be actually happy right now.
I
Just
know when he is an ally to the heroes' forces, it's typically as an informant.
and he can actually say to the other village, "Oh no, I am being cold. I'm sorry. I had to tell them.
Yeah.
I can't do anything. I'm just a normal human after all. I don't have superpowers like you." I
Yeah,
mean,
the
he
main
would
thing
be
is
an
he just
informant.
enjoys the game.
Yeah, it is for the fun.
Hmm.
Just like we are here for the fun as well.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we are ending it right now. And tomorrow we are going to read some not hot adventures, but adventures outside of the TARDIS in Polymian.
I doubt you'll finish it. The next chapter you're tackling is the longest of the arc.
Oh, then we are gonna definitely put it into.
I think it's something like 7,000 words or so.
We will see. We will see how it works.
Okay.
But now, thank you for being here, and see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.